Braulio Perez of NJ.com. I'm here with Bill Evans, and we're going to talk a little South 1, Group 1 final, Salem, Paulsboro. Bill, I know you're very familiar with both of these teams. What can the fans head to the stadium this week and expect to see?
Well, 2 years ago, this team played in the South Jersey final. Paulsboro won 21-0. That was a very rainy day. Weather's supposed to be a little clearer this time, and I definitely think there's going to be a lot more points scored. Salem, Jonathan Taylor, it starts there. Just set the modern day single season rushing record for the state of New Jersey with 2,626 yards. He's got 33 touchdowns to go along with that. He can do it all. He won the 100 meters at the Meet of Champs this year, breakaway speed. But he's about 5'11", 210 pounds too, and he'll shake tacklers. He's a north-south one-cut runner. He's going to be tough to stop. They're going to have to keep him from breaking a couple of the 75, 80-yard runs that have kind of been his forte. They've got another good back in Zaire Jones, and a defense really that's kind of been able to score as well and create some turnovers. Where they either get touchdowns or create short fields. From Paulsboro, they're a little more balanced. They got Kyle Jones, who can quarterback, run and throw. Deron Holiday, who's a speed back, and so I think you're going to see a lot of big plays in this game. Probably a lot of offense, and I think it's going to be one of the more exciting games you'll see this weekend.
So it sounds like there's going to be a lot of points going up on the board this weekend, then, Bill.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And like I said, for Paulsboro, the key is one, not turn the ball over and give Salem those short fields, and make Salem drive the ball. If they can do that, I think they got a good chance here. I mean, to me, this is a toss-up game. Before the playoffs, I picked Salem over Paulsboro. I've been kind of waffling on that because I do see a little bit of a high-scoring game here that could go either way. I'm starting to think that Paulsboro's balance could be the difference, and I think, and I said debating it all morning, but I think I'm going to pick Paulsboro. I'm going to say 34-32. Taylor has a big day. He probably gets 200 yards. He probably scores a couple times. Maybe Paulsboro, has the ball last and wins. I think it's going to be that kind of game.
Well, we'll find out this weekend for that championship battle. Be sure to come back here to NJ.com. We'll have full coverage of that game and the other sectional finals going on in New Jersey this weekend.